Hi, I'm former Sergeant First Class Russell Campbell, and I'm going to tell you why I'm voting the way I intend to vote or have already voted. Americans are very good in giving people. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We give more money to charities and organizations around the world than the next top three countries combined. So we're very good in giving people, maybe to a fault. We've trusted and put the trust of long-term benefits and health of the nation in the hands of people we thought were doing the right thing. And instead, we've gotten nothing but debt, devalued dollar, and turmoil. You have to ask yourself, are you living better now than you were 8, 10, 12, 20 years ago? And for most of the people that I know, that's a big flat no. If you are living better now than you were 8, 10, 12, 20 years ago, you're either a Wall Street broker, a lawyer, a congressman, or a lobbyist. Uh, I'm voting for Donald Trump. I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, I know that he tends to speak off the cuff and speak from the heart, and we're not used to that in our politically correct America or mind control America. This is brought about by control measures from both parties who want to sit there and basically shut you out. They've been doing a pretty good job of it for about the last 30 years of slowly squeezing out the influence of the franchise voter in the United States. We used to trust our government. World War II, during the Depression, into the 50s and 60s, there was still an innate trust in government. I think that's pretty much gone for most people in America. I'm voting for Donald Trump because at least he is an engine of change, and we need to understand that he is not representative of the standard Republican, quote unquote, propaganda is placed by the Democrats that all Republicans are big business, all Republicans are rich. We're finding out that the Democrats are the ones that basically have been in the big business and have Wall Street and the Fed in their back pocket, as well as about half the Republican members of both houses of Congress, who, and though they have the majority in both houses, have not repealed Obamacare, have basically kicked the can merrily down the road right along with their Democrat buddies. I guess it's all depending on how your bread is being buttered. Most of the people I know are working class and middle class people, and they can't afford the American dream. The American dream is turned into an American nightmare. You go to the industrial Northeast, or what's left of it, people are destitute, and they put their faith in the Democratic Party, they put their faith in unions, and they got a big fat zip out of it. If you really think that you're living better now, and you're going to continue to live better in the future, please go ahead and vote for Hillary Clinton. If you think kicking the can fiscally and the financial mess and the massive debt we've already accumulated is the way to go ahead and vote for Hillary Clinton. When President Obama took office, I think the debt was about $8.79 trillion. Oh, who cares about a few billion, right? That debt took 45 years to build up. In less than 8 years, we've added more than $12+ trillion onto the debt. We can't keep going like this. We can't keep doing a dot-com bubble disaster coverage. We can't keep doing another bubble economy like the subprime mortgage disaster with an SEC that is blind and basically or is inbred due to their people coming either from the Wall Street brokerage houses or big banks, and it's sort of like putting the foxes in charge of the hen house, which is what we've had. We've become an oligarchic republic. We're no longer a representational republic. That is what Donald Trump is bringing to the fore, and it's frightening a lot of Republicans. And the reason why it frightens them is because they might be out of a job. He's the first presidential candidate that's actually come right out and said term limits in House and Senate, clean up the fiscal mess in Washington, D.C., secure the nation, put the laws that we've got in place in action, and double down security. That doesn't mean he's anti-immigration. He's not a racist. And by the way, most Republicans aren't racist at all. I've found more Democrats being racist than Republicans in my life. That said, racial relations are better now than they were 8 years ago or 10 years ago. We've been being divided on the lines of race, creed, color, religion, sex, sexual preference, you name it, and being played by people who don't share the common core values of personal freedom and responsibility that most of the Americans that I know, which is a huge amount, believe in. Do we want to take care of the lowest common denominator, the lowest 10%? You bet. Do we want to take care of the crippled and the blind people? You bet. Do we want to take care of our elderly people? You bet. Do we want to support illegal immigrants who get more money in many ways than most of your disabled veterans do? Cleaning up the mess in Washington and bringing the government back to people and bringing the Republican Party back to its constituents, the voting public, is what Donald Trump represents. Now, if you don't agree with that, fine, go ahead and vote for Hillary. And by the way, if Hillary does win, here's my little, addendum onto this little film. If Hillary does win and I get an IRS audit, bring it on, Hillary. I don't have anything to hide. My life is in public record, and I will honestly answer everything. And yes, I've had a top secret clearance, and I didn't sit there and blab stuff over the internet. So bring it on. So by the way, if she does win, and I get an IRS audit, you know where it's coming from. Or that I mysteriously disappear or have an early death or something, who knows. Regardless, go ahead, vote. Get out and vote. We need everybody to get out and vote. Lottie-dottie, everybody. Black, white, yellow, brown, you name it. Men, women, get out and vote. I think it's going to be pretty critical. If we don't get this debt under control, we don't clean out these snakes in Congress that have been living off the dole and basically lining their pockets and their own prosperity when they retire, if they ever do. I think we're going to see the fiscal bubble bust. Even if Donald Trump does win, he's going to have a major uphill battle against the vested interests in Congress and the lobbyist groups, Wall Street, banking, the Fed. So it's going to be an uphill battle, but we've got to take our government back. And that's why I'm voting for Donald Trump. He promises to give the Republican Party and the U.S. government back to the people. We're not stupid. We've got good hearts. We have trust in our elected officials, but not anymore. We can't trust them. So that's why I'm voting for Donald Trump, because he's not a career politician. He didn't make all of his money in politics. I did 22 years in the infantry, and I don't have $110 million worth of net wealth after 22 years. Or 60. Half the time the Clintons were in public life. So get out and vote, folks. God bless you all. Go ahead, get out and vote, question your heart, and think about the future of your children and your grandchildren. Thank you.